Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. My name is Echo Fangray Wolf. I don't want to have to make this video, but I need to make this video. I'm pulling this off of TikTok because this came across my FYP. I made videos earlier today. I deleted them all because there were some things that just didn't go well, and I started with a live Instagram and it just died and I couldn't share the Instagram and it was a storm, but that's not relevant for this. You guys might want to give me a hard time about Trump, and it's fine. And I tell y'all, my door's always open to Trump supporters. And I want to tell y'all, to be honest, the future of America is looking very, very grim right now. The Republican Party very well may fall with what I show you in this video. The America that we live in right now is under destruction, and things are only going to get worse from here. In the 50 states, there are 23 or 25 of them that are pushing this abortion shit over the fucking top. But I'm going to show you this video with this young man. He come across my FYP. He's going to talk about Trump. He's going to talk about some shit that went down in Arizona. And you guys don't like me because I'm not a Trump supporter. Hey, I don't hate you. But I can tell you right now, if you are female, you better pay attention. You better wake up regardless of what your color is, whatever your ethnicity is, whatever your cultural background is. You better wake up, and you better wake up now. This video, this guy, right on point.
I thought I was playing. Watch this.
President Trump, on behalf of all the MAGA patriots in America, I want to thank you for the historic victory for white life in the Supreme Court yesterday. Victory for white life.
Victory for white
Look at his face.
life. Caught your ass. Saying the quiet parts out loud, didn't I? Huh, gotcha. This is a victory for white life. You heard him? And don't think it can't be you. Have a look at what they did to the ladies down in Arizona just last night. Look at how they treated them women peacefully protesting. That's tear gas. They're firing out of the window of the Capitol in Arizona. There have been studies that say that tear gas could be linked as a, what do they call it, abortifacient. In other words, it could cause miscarriages. So here's my question. If it does cause a miscarriage, is the state of Arizona going to be on the hook for murder? Oh, y'all thought I was...
America,
So,
I want
we're
to
not
thank
gonna
you for the historic...
redo that. I am going to do this.
Signed and notarized statement to the cabinet for Health and Family
This is a
Services
video
each month.
also. Now
Okay,
stop.
go watch that.
Now I'm going to show you the whole
We're going to
video.
look up Kentucky House Bill 148 and go to the website. We're going to click on amendments. And we're going to click on this one. And I'm going to read this to you. All women who are Kentucky residents and of childbearing age shall acquire a signed and notarized statement from a practitioner licensed pursuant to this chapter each month that states whether she is pregnant or not pregnant. If pregnant, the signed and notarized statement shall provide the status of the pregnancy. The woman shall submit the signed and notarized statement to the cabinet for Health and Family Services each month. Any woman who fails to provide this monthly signed and notarized statement to the cabinet shall be subject to arrest and fines. Any woman who is pregnant and fails to provide this monthly signed and notarized statement to the cabinet will be fitted with an ankle monitor for the duration of the pregnancy, in addition to any arrest and fines. To anyone telling us to calm down, why don't you try listening to why we're so upset? We're going to look up...
Okay, now in my video that I stitched this, I did talk about the women who were jumping for joy about Roe v. Wade being overturned. You forgot you was a woman? You forgot that you could be victimized? because you can be raped just as easy as any other woman on this fucking planet, especially if you don't know how to defend yourself. If you've never been in a fight in your life, you will be fighting for your life while some man is jabbing his dick inside you because, hey, we're pro fucking life. Fuck the fact that you may have had a choice, that you may have been saving yourself for marriage, that you may have wanted to actually have a husband who values you versus some asshole down the street that decided, hey, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you, I'm going to make you pregnant, and guess what? We're in one of those 23 states where you have no fucking rights because you have a fucking vagina. Did I make that clear enough for y'all? Now, I was only going to do the part about the Trump thing because that lady in the ammunition fuel, y'all heard her say, this is a victory for white lives. First and foremost, I have part white in my family. So I'm not mad that white people have the right to live too. I'm not mad at that. What I am mad about is the fact that everyone who has hated me for not being a Trump supporter, that just gave me the ammo I need to push it over the top. He doesn't like women. He put a Supreme Court Justice woman in there because he figured that she would be the turning point. Congratulations on that, buddy. And to all you women who was, oh, she's going to be so good, she's going to be so great. Her religious values did not affect her decision on Roe v. Wade. Well, she was a lying motherfucker. And then there's Clarence Thomas, another lying motherfucker. So, and he's black. But he has a white wife. So somewhere along the way, there was some conversion in there because, you know, she probably held out. You're not going to get any of this pussy unless you vote the way I want you to vote. Yeah, we know who wears the breeches in his house. I have no proof of that, but, you know, anytime that the woman outwears the man in the house. Hey, I've been a woman's bitch. For 2 years, I've been a woman's bitch because I tried to marry her. That's when I found out that I was the bitch in the relationship. Okay? So let's not go there, but yeah, I found out that I was the bitch in the relationship because I was the only one in the relationship. Which most relationships that are one-sided, generally it's the woman that is treated like dog shit, and she finds out that she's the bitch in the relationship. Well, hey, I'm the man, and I found out that I was the bitch in the relationship. Even after 49 songs, and then wound up getting a harassment charge. So trust me when I tell you, I was the bitch in the relationship. Irrelevant. But what is relevant? For all you Trump supporters who have come at me and said that, you know, y'all don't want to be following me because I don't support Trump. How long is it going to take before you wake up? Before you realize he doesn't like natives. He doesn't like Asians. He really don't like blacks. Remember the Central Park 5? They're all black. They were cleared, DNA-wise. But he won't apologize. He didn't apologize when he was president. He still won't apologize to this day. He didn't like Colin Kaepernick. But y'all don't think that that's racist. And for all you blacks, natives, Asians that are supporting this fucker, shame on you. Shame on you. Because now, white women are in danger. White women will probably be on the highest level of being raped now. But I'm sure you white men who have these white wives aren't thinking about their safety, are you? No, of course you're not, because you voted for this redheaded step troll so that he can get this thing in there so that Roe v. Wade can be destroyed. You know why? Because he wants to fuck your daughters. He's outwardly admitted that he grabbed women by his pussy. He cost Billy Bush his job by saying that shit. I grab women by the pussy. And because I'm rich, they'll let me do it. And he does it without their consent, which is groping, which is sexual assault. But he will never spend a day in jail. Then there's January 6th. He will never spend a day in jail. I'm sorry. He's guilty of sin, but technically, it's just like high school, or grade school, or middle school. The instigator never gets in trouble. Just the two video people involved. If I get to fighting because you said something about my mom, but you didn't say something about my mom, he said something about my mom, but what he told me was, you said something about my mom. Then he runs back to you and says that I said something about your mom, when I don't even know your fucking mom. And now we're ready to butt heads. So now that we butt heads and I kill you, he gets off scot-free and I go to jail for murder because I was the one that actually took the action. Because here's the thing about actions. Alright? I can tell you to do whatever I want you to do. I can't make you do it, but I can radicalize you to do it. And if they can't track me back down, they can't press charges on me. And if they can track me back down, they have to prove that I coerced you into doing it. So how can I coerce you when I live nowhere near you, when I live millions of miles away from you? Well, I can still coerce you, But the government will have a problem proving it. You know, but unlike the rest of the world, a lot of people record their fucking crimes and shit because they're stupid. I don't record my crimes. So, you know, generally when I make a martial art video, I always tell you, do not attempt to do this shit that I do without proper martial art training. And if you have proper martial art training, please still do not attempt to do the shit that I do, because you could be subject to some serious pain and injury. If you choose to go down after that, then I am not responsible for you trying to do a 365-degree fucking spinning back kick. That's on you. See how that worked? But if you're watching me and you think you can do it and you decide to do it, hey, I didn't come through the screen and say, yeah, you can do that kick. You can do that kick. Anything I try to tell you to stick with basics. If you want to get into a real fight, you need basics. So, you know, you'll figure it out. But here's that thing. I can get on this thing right now and show you 1993, where he says they don't like Indians to me. I can't find that video about Standing Rock because whoever his PR people are, they were really good at covering it. But I can find you how many times that he's called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. I can almost Google it. I think we should try that. Let's find out. How many times has Trump called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas? Once again, no, I need an official number. Because, you see, we got President Trump frequently evokes Pocahontas' name as a feud with Senator Elizabeth Warren. But the story behind the historical... Now I gotta click on this bitch to read it. What is the story? I gotta sign up. I don't have time for that. Anyway, he did it again in 2017 with the Navajo Code Talkers. But he kept doing it. But y'all don't think that he's racist. One of these fellas almost started laughing. So, I watched it. I watched it live on TV. I couldn't tell you which one, but this thing's gonna play this video. I don't know how to make it grow. But this is an Angry Birds commercial? Oh, that's a Minions commercial.
And I just want to thank you because you're very, very special people. You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you because you are special. You are special people. You are really incredible people. And I have to, from the heart, from the absolute heart, we appreciate what you've done, how you've done it, the bravery that you displayed, and the love that you have for your country. Tom, I would say that's as good as it gets, wouldn't you say?
Now, y'all might not have considered that going too far. Y'all would probably be jumping on my ass before you jump on his ass about that. But look at my face. Yeah. Hello. Part native here. I once told you guys a story about a white man when I was at work, when I was 16 years old, who would not stop calling me fucking chief. Okay? I am not the descendant of a chief. Do not call me a chief. If anything, I might be the descendant of a scout. We damn sure know that I can't carve shit, don't we, Miss Conrad, wherever you are. But I will say, whatever native I descend from, chief is not it. Both my grandmothers, on my father's side and on my mother's side, are of native ethnicity. But there was never a female chief, to my knowledge. And since I'm Cherokee on both sides, it's kind of hard to differentiate, you know. So we're going to put it to you like this. 1, racism is racism no matter how you slice it. And I'm only racist to racist people. And I got a lot of people who are going to hate me for what I said earlier in this video about if you were Asian, if you were Native, if you were black, and you were supporting this guy. You're part of the problem. Well, you're also probably the reason why a lot of women no longer will have rights. Because maybe y'all forgot about when they asked whatever the fuck her name is about her religious belief and Roe v. Wade in Judge Kavanaugh when they asked him about his religious belief in Roe v. Wade. So y'all forgot about all that shit, right? Because both of them specifically said that their religious beliefs would not have any effect against them and Roe v. Wade. You lying motherfuckers. Now, usually when you lie in a court of law or lie under oath, really bad things can happen because it's called perjury. Hey Google, what happens when you... something went wrong. Son of a bitch. Hey Google, what happens when you do perjury?
According to criminaldefenselawyer.com, a person convicted of perjury under federal law may face up to 5 years in prison and fines.
So, I think we got a couple of Supreme Court justices that need to be going to prison for like 5 years and pay some fucking fines. But I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a lawyer brave enough to go and attack them. And since I'm not a lawyer, there's nothing I can do about it. But let's read it again, just in case you missed what Google said. Those are the words. Can y'all see the words? I didn't want you to think that my illiterate ass couldn't show you the words. A person convicted of perjury under federal law may face up to 5 years in prison and fines. Punishment for perjury under the state laws vary from state to state, but perjury is a felony and carries the possibility of prison sentence of at least 1 year plus fines and probation. Now, I like the 5 years better, but that's what the shit says, because I read it. Now let's see if Google's really smart. Can a Supreme Court justice be charged with perjury?
According to Free Speech for People, federal judges, including U.S. Supreme Court justices, can be impeached and removed from the judiciary for committing perjury.
We have learned something, have we not? Well, guess what? I hope somebody sees this video that's a lawyer that can actually do what I just did and pull that shit up on Google. And then those Supreme Court justices that just all out decided, hey, we're going to overturn Roe v. Wade because they decided. But when they were under oath getting the job, which they were under oath, might I add, committed perjury because they both said it. And you guys can go find the videos because I'm not going through all that shit. Our religious belief will not have anything to do with our decision on Roe v. Wade, you lying motherfuckers. So let me also break this down before I end this video. There's a special place in hell for everybody who's not women's choice. Because let me make sure y'all understand one thing. Understand this. Understand. Consent is a thing. You cannot just force a woman to have sex with you. That is called rape. Let's Google consent. What is consent for sex?
According to Wikipedia, sexual consent is consent to engage in sexual activity.
That all you got? You got nothing else for me? Sexual consent is an engage in sexual activity. In many jurisdictions, sexual activity without consent is considered rape or sexual assault. I don't know why Google didn't read the rest of it, but that's what it is right there on this picture of consent. So if a woman says no, it means no, which means no dick in vagina, or no dick in pussy, or no penis in vagina, and no sperm meeting egg in ovary or in uterus to impregnate her at all, because she said no. What is the penalty for rape in most of the 50 states? This bitch says temperature. I said penalty. What is the penalty for rape in the 50 states? Rape laws in the United States. Penetration, no matter how slight, no matter how slight of the vagina or the anus, with anybody's partner, object, or oral penetration will be sexual organ of another person without consent. Why does it only give me that little bit? Now I gotta find it and read it all over again. Without consent of the victim. That they could have put that on there. So let's try it again. Rape laws vary across the 50 states. United States jurisdictions. However, rape is a federally defined through the individual state definition may differ from statistical purposes. It's giving me nothing. Fuck you, Wikipedia. Because you would think, rape is a crime in all 50 states. The federal government, by the way, does make it clear that all forms of rape is illegal. Technically, marital rape is illegal in all 50 states. You're still not giving me shit. You're giving me fragment sentences. I want the whole enchilada. But of course, it's Google. It's technology. Jail time for rape statistics. It's not giving me shit. Go back, motherfucker. Let's see. State legalized rapes. What states have legalized rape? No states will legalize rape. What the fuck? What states have legalized rape? I didn't know legalized rape was a thing. This thing says 12 states. Connecticut, Idaho, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia have a loophole in legalized marital rape. Fuck that. Rape is rape, and rape is wrong. This is where we are, y'all. The rape rates are going to go up. It's almost a given. Because now, you're not legally allowed to have an abortion. So, if I move to one of those 50 states, or one of those 23 states that legally make my victim have my baby, how fucked up does that sound to y'all? Is it me? Am I the drama? Because that sounds really messed up to me. I could be wrong, but it sounds really messed up that somebody in some state has decided that their daughters, their granddaughters, their sisters, their aunts, their cousins, anybody with a freaking vagina and a uterus have no say in their body. And yet I just made a whole thing about consent. And Trump. And his judges. I left anything off. No one cares. I shouldn't have to make this video. But America, we're in trouble, y'all. Brace yourself. Here comes Echo.